Hello, dear friends. The purpose of life is enlightenment, to truly know ourselves. When one of us realizes who we are, God meets God, and all of this was created for that encounter. Opinion piece, period of grace, the shift of ages, essence of lightness, divine intervention, seize the opportunity, an outpouring of love. Between 2026 and 2030, an exceptional moment. We live in a different world. Let's start. I don't know if you have noticed something strange. The odd feeling that world has changed. We now live in a different world. According to Judith Castle, a 500 billion year cosmic cycle has been completed, which implies the end of the old Earth. The golden age of the new Earth is now beginning, as a higher dimension is being anchored. It is unseen but felt. We now live in a different world, and we will feel it deep in our hearts and souls. The new version is already activated, and this is a cosmic miracle. This information coincides with what the Universal Councils have just conveyed to Judith Castle during her webinar on accelerated ascension. Extraordinary. According to Patrick da Costa, two extraordinary things are happening right now: freedom and ascension. This is a very special time for humanity. Between 2026 and 2030, humanity is receiving a great deal of divine light to guide us toward a rapid evolutionary shift toward 5D Christ consciousness. The necessary action is to express love daily and work on ascending to 5D, which helps raise the vibrational frequency on Earth. In his view, human beings have the capacity to create thought and feeling based on love. We have the capacity to regenerate, purify, rejuvenate, and resurrect ourselves to our original divine form. That on which we focus our attention, we empower and materialize. Conscious thought creates physical matter. Ours is a multidimensional universe based on love. Don't allow dark energies to place negative thoughts in your mind. If you catch yourself thinking something negative, tell yourself, no to negative thoughts. I am here to help raise our frequency and to hold the light and divine love. Every human being is a divine being. Our oneness with all life is a prism. Our thoughts and feelings are creative, and that which we focus our attention on, we empower and materialize. Transformation. Humanity is undergoing a spiritual transformation to return to being a multidimensional species, just as we were originally created. The necessary action is for you to work on your ascension to the fifth dimension by raising your frequency. You will live much longer, with better health and access special abilities once you achieve this. We will also reconnect with our cosmic origin. The Earth entered the photon belt a couple of years ago. So much of the progress being made now, with humanity achieving freedom and the billions who will ascend from 2026 to 2030, can be attributed to this. Our solar system cycles around Alcyone every 26,400 years and passes through the photon belt for 2,000 years on its round trip. Our Sun is also transforming into a higher frequency white star, and as it passes through a more intense energy field in the photon belt, it is sending a higher frequency into our solar system, which is also helping us ascend to 5D. The sun could also cause some changes in our weather. This cannot be attributed to industrial activity since it is also occurring on all the planets in our solar system. This could also cause a solar flare that could knock out our centralized power grid. This is one of the reasons why a new, more robust, decentralized power grid is being built to replace the current fragile energy system. Divine grace. The great expansion of light we are receiving now is what the company in heaven calls the greatest act of divine grace ever performed on earth. Humanity triumphed in 2024 with the removal of the physical astral veil of illusion, achieved through the combined efforts of heaven and earth. In 2025, humanity triumphed again with its unique awakening. Therefore, a sacred space was created for a rapid evolutionary transformation toward Christ consciousness, which is occurring in humanity during the period 2026 and 2030. To accomplish this monumental task, we are receiving more help from the celestial company than ever before. Unprecedented in any system of wealth. Why did we receive this level of direct divine intervention? Our fall from grace, which occurred in the Middle Ages, set us back in our spiritual evolution. Therefore, the earth and its guardians issued an urgent appeal to the universe for divine intervention on behalf of humanity. Knowing that the progress of the earth and the evolution of humanity hung by a thread, the cosmic response of divine love blossomed. The celestial company says that never before has so much love been poured out from suns and galaxies throughout the cosmos to help a small planet like ours. Whenever there is a tremendous outpouring of love, cosmic law can grant special dispensations, as well as extraordinary acts of divine intervention. Thus, God assessed the urgent need of the earth and granted a period of grace of 500 years. This gave humanity the opportunity with unprecedented divine intervention to help Mother Earth and all life during the changing of the ages. Exceptional moment. The shift of ages is an exceptional moment that occurs one every millions of years and involves unique alignment of celestial and galactic cycles within other cycles throughout all of creation, intertwined in a synchronized pulse. This event unifies all life everywhere and creates a shift in energy, vibration, and consciousness that propels all of creation into a quantum leap toward divine light. And this is astonishing, as never before in all of creation has a planet falling into the depths of separation and duality that Mother Earth experienced. Never before has there been an opportunity to ascend to evolutionary dimensions in such a short period of time. So let us seize this opportunity. The Earth and all its life will have to raise their frequency sufficiently not only to ascend the spiral of evolution from the third to the fourth dimension, but also from the fourth to the fifth dimension. Never before has such a challenging feat occurred in such a short period of time in any systems of wealth. The company of heaven received permission to reach the consciousness of any being incarnated on earth who could perceive its I Am presence and was willing to be an open door for divine light on the physical plane. Volunteers. For the past 400 years, humanity has triumphed beyond all expectations, thanks to the advanced souls from across the cosmos who incarnated as human beings upon being born on Earth. However, Mother Earth and humanity remained distressed by their inability to raise the frequency sufficiently for the masses of humanity to navigate the shift of the ages. Thus, another clarion call resounded throughout the universe, calling for direct divine intervention for this low-frequency planet, in order to bring it and all life on it closer to divine light. God again granted the dispensation to allow the floodgates of heaven to open. Consequently, billions of divine sons and daughters from galaxies far more advanced than our own were granted permission to incarnate on Earth through natural birth. A steady stream of these souls has been coming to Earth to assist us in our ascension process for the past 125 years. God also granted permission for the company of heaven and the legions of light to pass through the veil to meet us halfway. The beings of light stated that it is impossible for us to comprehend with our finite minds how this influx of advanced souls and the assistance from the celestial realms we are receiving is accelerating our evolutionary process. Advancements. Since the 19th century, advanced knowledge has emanated from the cosmos. Mystery schools have emerged, and advancements in technology, science, medicine, communications, transportation, education, agriculture, and architecture have progressed in ways that transcend any normal evolutionary process. These billions of souls from across the multiverse will return to where they came from once life here has successfully ascended to 5D. Therefore, it is a temporary overpopulation and overload for our planet. Remember that the goal now is to raise our frequency enough to ascend to 5D. To do this, we must love our family, prepare healthy meals, perform our work with integrity, care for others, help those in need, heal the sick, comfort the afflicted, express gratitude for all the blessings in our lives, take care of our bodies, enjoy nature, create beautiful and useful things, and pray, meditate, sing, learn, grow, laugh, be loving, and participate in the process of ascension and being. But above all, be a portal for divine light during this very special cosmic moment, and express this in our prayers. The disclosures of beings from other worlds is happening now. This disclosure will prepare the public for contact with various cosmic species, so that humanity understands that it is part of a galactic community. Then humanity can transform into a more advanced species. Golden Age. The Golden Age of humanity has begun, referring to our awakened timeline, described as an internal expansion of consciousness. In fact, millions of human beings have already ascended, and soon there will be billions. This new direction implies that everyone strives to the utmost to educate themselves and prepare to expand their consciousness to higher levels. This summer, various ways to achieve this will be presented to us. Humanity will merge science with consciousness to study them simultaneously. This makes perfect sense, as both interact in our reality. The world's major religions will undergo significant changes, expelling from their ranks in the dark beings that have negatively altered these religions, which is expected to lead to a reassessment of the abuse on creation, consciousness, and reality. Increased community vigilance is required, as well as staying informed and fulfilling our duty to safeguard our rights, lives, and freedoms. Freedom requires our constant effort to preserve it. Stock up on food, water, popcorn, cash, and supplies. Reset News. We are being held hostage in a technological bubble. Tulsi Gabbard announces major revelations before leaving the administration. The Storm Rider speaks about hunting hybrids, clone, and cyborgs. Blossom Goodchild speaks of a feeling of lightness that is beginning to manifest among the warriors of light. Economist Peter Schiff warns that the coming financial crisis will make 2008 look like a Sunday school picnic. He claims that the gold rally foreshadows a collapse of the dollar. Middle East. Iran's nuclear dust will be surrendered or destroyed under the new agreement. Iran reports an increase in the number of ships transiting the Strait of Hormuz, with 33 ships doing so in 24 hours. The US says the Iran deal will take days after its attacks around the Strait of Hormuz. The US carried out attacks on Monday in southern Iran, targeting missile launch sites and Iranian vessels. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.